Shalom everyone, I'm going to continue this fantastic series of Daf Yomi. Friends, I'm at the Jerusalem forest here in HarNof when page 79 of Masechet Zevachim heard a phenomenal idea over here with a rule, an exception, a parallel, a question and an answer. What's going on, friends, over here? When blood is thicker than water. Now, there's a rule. Blood of sacrifice mingles with water, we see. Let's say the mixture still retains the color of blood, even though the majority is water, it is still considered valid for sprinkling on the water. We've been learning all about sacrifices on the previous page of the Gemara. Now, there's an exception of it. Rav Mendel Weinbach actually states out, this is true only if the water fell into the blood. If the blood, let's say, fell into the water, however, each drop lost its status as sacrificial blood when, let's say, it lost its color and cannot regain, at that point in time, the status even when it's joined by the following drops in transforming the color of the mixture. Now, there's a parallel here, Rav Weinbach says. The blood of a fowl slaughtered, not for sacrificial purpose, must be covered with earth, and a blessing is made before covering it, as the case of every single mitzvah. He brings a question now. What if the fowl's blood mingles with the water? Will the same distinction apply as in the case of the sacrifice? Now, there's a big, large answer here. Now, Rav Papa, he rules that in regards to the mitzvah of covering the blood, it will still be incumbent on the slaughterer, even if the blood fell into the water. The sacred status of, let's say, sacrificial blood is lost forever once it was at stage where its color disqualified it from the service. However, in regard to mitzvot, then let's say there is a unresolved question in the Gemara as to whether a temporary disqualification creates permanent rejection over here within regards to this specific case. As it is the case of every Torah law, everything midoraita, we must take a strict approach and perform the mitzvah, let's say, of covering the blood, even if the obligation is in doubt. Maybe you're not obligated, maybe it's a large suffix over here, but still you have to do it. Now, he also goes on to say that the commentaries point out that there will still be a practical difference, I think, to whether the blood fell into the water or vice versa. When blood falls into water, there is, let's say, a doubt as whether it is, at that point in time, been permanently disqualified. So even when we perform the mitzvah, out of doubt, we do not make a blessing in such a case. So bracha, safek, we don't make over here when it's in doubt. In such a case, since a blessing is never made in the case of doubt, if this water falls into the blood and a mixture retains the color, it is covered with a blessing, because then the obligation is an unquestionable one at that point in time. It's from Rav Mendel Weinbach, but beautiful Jerusalem forest here in HarNof. Have a great day.